What do we have for Capricorn? Wheel of Fortune, Sag energy at the foundation of the reading, Cap. Cap, I've been collecting your downloads for this reading for the past few days, but the overall theme that I was picking up was surrounding your new beginning and staying very forward focused and out of some sort of karmic energy. I feel that there's a cycle that quite a lot of you have already left behind, or you could still be transitioning out of this cycle, or maybe you're getting ready to leave this particular chapter of your life. But wherever you are on the timeline, there's some sort of jealous, envious, evil-eyeing energy that I was picking up on. Somebody who is feeling very exposed by the fact that you are heading towards a new beginning. It's as if you finally waking up, seeing the truth about this person, having this new chapter unfold in your life makes them feel very seen, makes them feel, I just heard, very scared. The Wheel of Fortune speaks about everything I just said because this is representing a huge turning point in your life, Cap. The Wheel of Fortune is all about life cycles. And in this new life cycle is some sort of good fortune, which is just speaking about blessings that will naturally make their way to you, or rather, you will make your way toward. You see, every time we close out these cycles with individuals or situations that don't serve our highest good, there's always some sort of blessing connected to it. Because even though you may think that it's only isolated to you and your personal life, Cap, there's a lot more going on that is really completely outside of what our minds can even conceive. You are a tiny incremental piece of evolution. You matter. And you getting in the flow of your life is playing your part in helping the collective evolve. Now, that's a very big idea to try and wrap your head around, and you don't really need to, because at the end of the day, Cap, every move you make should be based on your highest good and your ultimate happiness. You putting your own needs before any sort of restrictions that other individuals may be imposing on your life. Because when you start to focus on your path and your needs, you're in concert with the divine's will for your life. Now, this message is definitely speaking about people who are going through the awakening process or preparing to, and are surrendering to the divine to be made a vessel for your mission and your purpose in this life cycle as a means to fulfill your destiny. See, when you truly surrender to that idea, Cap, you won't let anything stand in your way of where you are in this very moment and where the divine is trying to get you. Because everything between point A, where you're at right now, and point B, where the divine is trying to get you, comes down to arranging things or rearranging things in your life based on your intuition and your divine guidance. But Cap, the part of this that is the most difficult to deal with is, I feel, what you're going through right now, the exposure. You start to see people for who they really are because the reaction to how you're moving is peculiar. In areas where you would think people would support what you're doing and how you're trying to live your life, you're met with resistance and pushback. It's mind-blowing when this happens. People that you thought truly loved you and cared for you and wanted to see the absolute best for you are pushing back against your ultimate happiness. I have 5 of Wands, Leo energy on the bottom of the deck, and really just speaks for itself. That's the resistance. That's the pushback. What do we have at the sacral, please? Wow. We just spoke this card into existence because here you are. Both of these cards represent new cycles that you're stepping into, the world. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. So this is a cycle that you were in for quite some time, Cap. And this world is representing some sort of completion of this past cycle that is underway right now. You've accomplished something here, and this is why this blessing energy can be felt with this Wheel of Fortune at the foundation. You see, when you start aligning with your path, your North Node, or however you want to define aligning with your purpose, and following your mission statement, you have to understand that the blessings that are attached to this is support. You see, when you start following this higher guidance, the divine will align you on a specific path that allows for a supportive energy to come through to make sure that you need what you need in accordance with your mission statement. Ace of Pentacles kind of energy. I don't even have it on the table, but I can feel it here. And I'm getting a lot of ringing in my left ear right now, which indicates things leaving. It also indicates, well, it can be a kind of warning. And I feel like this has been coming through since we started this channeling here. There's some sort of energy that I'm also picking up on, and this was in my notes that I took for this reading, surrounding some sort of deceitful person trying to come back through and trap you. They could be using forms of love bombing. It just depends who this person is and what their positioning was in your life. But it's essentially them trying to tell you what you want to hear to get in your energy again so they can reposition you exactly where you were before. Don't fall for this. I even got for some of you that this person was going to try and take you somewhere, okay? And when that download came through, there was this it was kind of a dark energy that I was feeling. It did not feel good. So again, depending on who this is, just be very careful. You know, I just wouldn't even give this person the time of day. That is how you can truly secure your safety in this situation right now. And where you're at, Cap, it's very crucial that you do not look back. And the reason for this all has to do with the fact that the divine is taking care of this for you. And one of the other downloads I got for you, Cap, was that you're gonna keep feeling attacked by this energy until you stop trying to fight this battle yourself, right? It goes along exactly with what I said in regards to getting out of the way and letting the divine take care of it for you. See, a lot of people get this wrong. You're not here to fight your battles in this capacity. The divine will take care of that for you. Your job is to stay focused on the path ahead. You see, entertaining these energies in the capacity like they're trying to get you to do again is them getting a win over you. All they need to do is take your time away from you. Because when they can take your focus and time away from you, it means that there's one more minute that they've taken away from you and your mission here. It's all about time, Cap. The sooner you can start to understand this, the better off you'll be. I always speak about this, right? The devil is the thief of time, and these individuals are extensions of this devilish energy, the resistance in your life. This can be very difficult to overcome because the kind of energy I'm picking up for you in relation to these individuals, Cap, it's very irritating. It's an energy where you really want to tell them about themselves, but you can't, okay? Every time you do, you delay what you came here to do, all right? You need to start understanding this from a higher perspective. There's something much bigger at play here. Don't forget that. Like I said earlier on in the reading, you are a puzzle piece in this giant universal jigsaw puzzle. And I'm getting a lot of ringing in my left ear, and it was kind of an interesting kind of ring. It was kind of dull, but it was medium pitched. It wasn't high, it wasn't really low, it was somewhere in the middle. And immediately I was thinking about your vibration, right? How entertaining these kinds of energies shifts your vibration. Now, the way you access new timelines is by raising your vibration, raising your frequency. Some people think when they hear people say that, right? Jumping timelines or shifting timelines, that you just magically appear in a new world. It's not so much literal as it is metaphorical, okay? It has to do with your perception of your reality based on the frequency you are vibrating at when you step into a type of empowerment, right? That allows the world around you and your reality to be a direct reflection on this vibration that you now encompass, okay? So your whole reality is based on your perception. That's why, again, it's so important you do not entertain these energies, because they will lower your vibration and you'll start to manifest a reality for yourself that's based on that vibration, okay? Now, for those of you who don't understand so much how vibration works, I know probably most of you do, and for those of you that don't, that's okay, but it really just comes down to dealing with negativity, right? It's pretty easy to wrap your head around. You know how you feel when you're around certain individuals, drama, toxicity, all these things lower your vibration. So, in saying that, you want to start constructing a reality for yourself where this is no longer a part of your path. You are not to entertain any toxicity or any low vibrational negative behavior willingly, right? Emphasis on willingly. Now, there's things that happen in life that obviously we can't avoid. It's just a part of our path, but you want to make sure that you're not jumping into the middle of a boxing ring, metaphorically speaking, with these kinds of energies, okay? You want to avoid it at all cost. And especially right now, Cap, because you are in this transitionary period, because you are getting ready to have this level up, this is when you're really going to feel the full force of hell come for you, okay? And another thing I always say is that when you feel this tremendous resistance, it's a sure sign that there's something extraordinary on the other side for you, right? When you feel that dip in energy, it's because you're about to have a massive level up. So whatever it is you're going through, Cap, try and look at everything from a higher perspective and in terms of energy, and it's going to help you navigate these kind of rough waters right now, okay? What do we have, the solar plexus? Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the solar plexus. And again, this is following everything we're saying here because this Page of Swords energy is speaking about some sort of gossip. It can represent a lot of chatter or just prying eyes, things like this. People putting that evil eye energy in your new beginning. But you're being called here to really rise above, right? Rise above the noise. And we have this eagle soaring, right? Which I feel is really speaking about the kind of energy they want you to get into. This is very much a phoenix rising kind of energy, okay? You're rising out of the ashes of this past cycle and you're being birthed into a whole new timeline. And in saying that, Cap, it's like you are being birthed, right? The universe is rebirthing you. So that's why there's this strong emphasis on not allowing these individuals, this situation, to reel you back in. They're trying to stop you from birthing this new version of yourself, Cap, because of the exposure that's connected to it. This is what it all comes down to. What do we have at the heart, please? Wow. 10 of Wands, Sag energy in reverse. Again, following everything we're saying, because the 10 of Wands is an energy of saying no. It's an energy of freedom. See, they're betting on you allowing them back in, however this is showing up for you, or they're betting on you showing up as a past version of yourself, right? A version that they could take advantage of, a version that they could push around or make a pushover out of. But this 10 of Wands in reversed is you laying down all of these burdens from the past. It's simply not yours to carry anymore. You're moving on. This is also representing an energy of freedom, which is clearly all over this energy. In my mind's eye, I've had this vision before in some readings in the past, but I'm seeing it again now. It's like you crawling out of a lake, right? And then this hand just emerges from the deep, dark abyss and grabs you by the ankle. Cap wants to pull you back in, right? It's this kind of energy. It's a little creepy. It's kind of scary. But that's how this energy is showing up to me. You know, Cap, this is one of these cycles that you're moving on from that you will look back on and realize how bad it truly was once you've moved on from it. See, a lot of the time we can't see all the detail of the horrors that we're dealing with because, well, you can't see the forest for the trees, right? You're so close to it. But once some time has passed and you moved on and you look back, you'll be shocked with what it was you were truly dealing with because you will start to see the detail of all of it. I can confirm this to be very true. I've gone through this in my own life. I still go through this. I look back on certain points in my life and it's shocking, right? That I didn't see what I see now. And this is exactly what I'm getting here for you, Cap. And this is right at the heart chakra as well. So there's a lot of releasing taking place here. You know, this situation, these individuals, whoever this is you're dealing with, they've colored the way you've been experiencing your life. I talk a lot about how pain from the past or heartbreaks or whatever it is you've dealt with have a way of creating a filter that we look through as we're navigating the rest of our life. Sort of like it creates like a haze on the windshield that we look through as we're making our way down our path. Colors everything. I think that's probably the best way of speaking about what I'm picking up here. This is not easy to overcome, but this is what we call doing your shadow work, right? You want to release all that, because the problem with making your way down your path with that hazy windshield or that filter over your lens that you look at your life through, well, it influences the way you perceive others. It influences new opportunities that may be coming into your life. And at the end of the day, this is you holding on to some sort of negativity that somebody else projected onto you. So it's as if you're going through the rest of your life and that person is still there with you. A lot of the time when people hear that, it has a way of snapping people out of it, right? When I first had that download a few years ago and I was thinking about my own life, it really kind of whipped me into shape, because the last thing I want is for my path to be colored by another's evil intent towards me. Now, it's different when you take all of that and you transmute it back to the universe in a way that empowers you, right? And you turn it into wisdom. That's completely different. That's what you want to do, right? You don't want to hold on to it in a way that it's holding you back. You want to understand it, compartmentalize it in a way that empowers you, right? A very basic example of this sort of energy when it comes up in the readings are people who get past the fear and they write a book about their experiences, or they write a song, or they just express themselves in a way that can help others deal with the same kind of energy. This is a perfect way of transmuting the restrictions of your past, your shadow work, into something beautiful and empowering for not only you, but for other individuals that may be struggling on their path. And this has purpose written all over it, Cap. Okay, once you start to understand this and you start to really recognize your struggles of your past as being a crucial part of your purpose, you will find a new sense of self and a kind of power that you never realized you had access to. 10 of Wands in reverse at the heart. What do we have at the throat, please? Wow. Again, just following everything I'm saying. 8 of Pentacles, Virgo energy at the throat. Okay, now this 8 of Pentacles is speaking about what I just said, right? You understanding what's going on here, you taking that, transmuting it back out into the universe, and engaging with some sort of energy of purpose and creation, and giving it back to the collective, giving it back to the universe. This 8 of Pentacles is representing some sort of, well, it's at the throat chakra. I mean, it can speak on many different things because it's going to be different for all of you. But this is somebody who's understanding this, and they're like, oh, wait, I can create something pretty amazing out of that, right? This person looks like they're very proud of what they've created here. And it's obviously bringing in some sort of financial gain. And whatever this is here, Cap, it is directly connected to your purpose because it's something that you're very good at. I'm hearing for some of you, you haven't even uncovered this yet. It's something that's going to be downloaded to you once you start moving on. You know, when I went through my major awakening, which was, well, I went through a bunch, but the major one that I've been writing out up until now started in 2018. And I found the tarot. I started going inward, and I was using the tarot to help heal myself. And I felt deeply connected to it. In fact, when I first started reading tarot, I felt these deep past life connections to it, almost as if I was there when it was created, or I helped influence part of the creation. Now, that's a big statement, okay, but I'm just saying that's how it made me feel, okay? I just felt at one with it. And I started to realize that there was a gift there, okay? And the reason why I'm telling you this, because I feel a lot of you may have a similar thing unfold during this awakening process that you're going through. You discover something that you feel deeply connected to, that you're very good at, and it just starts to open up new doors for you. A lot of the times as well, it's something that you could never imagine having done when these other people that you've moved on from were in your life. There's no way they would ever support it, right? This is what I'm getting here. I do feel some sort of past life energy here, Cap. It's like you're picking up where you left off. You were taken away from something. That's what it feels like. You're rediscovering something that you lost along the way, but this goes far beyond this life cycle, Cap. This is like your soul's mission. Transcends the life cycles. What do we have at the third eye, please? Wow. What a card to follow what I just said. 7 of Swords, right? It's like something was taken from you. What I said about you being derailed. But in this life cycle, the thief is caught. You remember enough to start working inside of this space again. See, this is one of these energies here, Cap, that goes beyond the human vessels that you may be dealing with. This has to do with spirits and entities and devils and angels. It's so far beyond our comprehension, okay? But this is how it's showing up on the physical plane, right? The material plane. Right? It's like an ex or a family member that's just creating all this chaos and pushback in your life. But on the spiritual plane, it's some entity that's controlling them. Something that's followed you through multiple life cycles. There's a depth here, Cap, that I could speak on for an extended period of time. But to try and keep things surface level here, I feel that you're going to find something. Okay, you're going to realign with something on the other side of you having moved on from whatever this is here I'm picking up on. Things are going to start to crystallize when this happens. You're going to start to see that everything happened in this perfect divine order. It's as if you finally understand that nothing is coincidence. Everything is unfolding by design. Aquarius energy with that 7 of Swords. What do we have at the crown, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the crown? Ooh. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Right on top of that world. Right there at that sacral position. This is speaking about something that, it's like a newfound passion, right? That leads to this 10 of Pentacles. This is what's on the other side. See, we're looking at you right now like we're a fly on the wall. You haven't aligned. This is like future you, right? You haven't aligned with this version yet. You're heading towards it, and you're going to calibrate. You see, another way of thinking about jumping timelines or having a shift in perception or reality, it's as if your vibration goes up and your conscious awareness of yourself and your reality and the life around you shifts into the conscious awareness of a higher vibrational version of yourself, right? That person. And this person is looking at this 10 of Pentacles. And see how there's a child here, right? It just gives me this energy again that there's something that was left behind in a previous life cycle. And then when you are incarnated into this life cycle, something was taken from you, right? Taken from you when you didn't even realize it. Much like when you hear about somebody taking away the innocence of a child, right? I feel that in some capacity, most of us go through this without even realizing it, because from the moment of inception, We're being conditioned to exist in this reality, right? Which represses anything and everything having to do with our purpose and our path and our mission in this life cycle, right? So it's like as a child, you may have had individuals around you that saw something in you, right? But then they set you out on a path that didn't support this, or maybe you weren't supported. Maybe you had spiritual gifts. Maybe you had people around you, they saw that and they're like, you won't be needing those. We're going to go ahead and take those away from you, right? But you didn't even realize what was going on here. I'm also hearing something about, I don't usually speak on the dog in this Ten of Pentacles, but I'm feeling really drawn to right now. Some of you may have an animal that you have around you that watches over you. I've really felt guided to say that. It doesn't have to be a dog. It could be a cat as well. Wow. Right as I slid that card into place, it all just came into focus. Exactly what I just said. Look at the illustrations, right? They took something from you. Seven of Swords. But you see what it was now. Or you're starting to understand this. Look. Right? They're walking into the trap. I just heard, like taking candy from a baby, right? This is how they were perceiving you. This animal here, okay, whoever this resonates with, all right, I feel like this animal is very protective of you. This animal may get, it's like having a really friendly dog, but then there's that one person that they just do not like, right? They'll sit there and bark at or act kind of weird around. This is what I'm picking up here. It's like this animal, cat, dog, whatever it is, can see the entity attachment on this person, okay? There's having an animal around you when you're going through the awakening process makes it so much easier because the divine uses your animals as direct access to you. Somebody needed to hear that out there. What do we have for the foundation, please? Virgo energy with that Ten of Pentacles. Page of Swords again, Bootis. Yeah, this is representing the karmic cycle, the karmic knot. Past, present, and future, right? It's just like a repeating pattern. You know, the way this is going to show up is you being in some sort of cyclical cycle with whoever this is here or whatever this represents for you. I'm also getting something in regards to what I was speaking about earlier, what we were channeling through about somebody trying to come back and weasel their way back in, right? Love bombing or sweet talking or telling you everything that you want to hear. That's exactly what this Page of Swords from this deck is representing. Okay, it's an energy of all talk, no action. Undelivered promises. Everything going back to how it always was, but it's never how it was the previous time. It's always a little bit worse. And remember, they're betting on this. They're expecting to be able to reel you back in some capacity here. I'm hearing there's absolutely no chance, though. You hearing me saying that, you're like, there's no way. But that's just how their mind works. They can't even process the idea of you not being in their life anymore. And then I have Death, Lilith, Scorpio energy on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so further emphasizing this energy of transformation and rebirth, right? Phoenix rising from the ashes. That's what the Death card represents. Death to the old, a birthing of the new. Oh, that card really flipped around. Four of Pentacles, Val for Capricorn energy at the sacral. This Four of Pentacles from this deck is representing a kind of, what's a poverty mindset. And I just feel that this is a kind of blanketed energy that you're moving on from. You know, I remember years and years ago, especially when I was younger, when I think back to when I was a child, there was kind of like this, it was like a haziness around the way I perceived reality, much like just having a dark cloud following you around. And as time has gone on, and I've gone through my awakening process, it's very much come to my attention that I was under deep forms of spiritual attack, black magic, all sorts of different things. There was many events in my childhood that directly indicate that individuals very close to me were up to no good. Let's just say that, inside my auric field. But there was this certain, again, haziness, like a black cloud. And it's interesting because when I think back to that time, I just thought that that's how life was. It's like being born in hell and not even realizing that sunlight and happiness is even in existence. This is kind of what I feel here, Cap. You're so used to a certain standard of things. What you have coming through for you will bring a kind of shock with it, not knowing that life can be as good as it's about to be for you. It's like realizing that up until this point, you've been under some sort of spell or energetic manipulation. And, you know, it doesn't have to be. Okay, people sitting around on a pentagram doing spell work on you. You have to understand that spells are most commonly cast by way of the tongue, okay? The way people make you feel about yourself, the way people put you down, the way people tell you what you can and cannot be, the way people tell you who you are and who you are not, all of this kind of stuff, right? The gossip, the slander, which is all over this reading with 2 Page of Swords, right? This is a lot of talking going on behind your back here, right? All of that is a kind of spell. And I would go as far as saying that it's worse than all-out black magic because you don't recognize it as a kind of spell. You don't realize that it's actually repressing you spiritually. This is what keeps us in a kind of lack mindset, and this is what casts that black cloud above us. People's negative projections of you. You're about to realize how amazing life truly is, Cap. And when you step into this new chapter in your life, you're not going to let anybody take it away from you. You're going to protect it is by, again, staying very focused on your path and allowing the divine to handle the battle for you. That's how you protect it, by engaging with it. See? The whole purpose here is to stop you from engaging, right? What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Ooh, the Emperor, Baal, Aries energy at the solar plexus. Yeah, there's this very controlling energy that I'm getting here. It says right here, controls the weather, rain, and lightning. Cures and causes pestilence, right? So it's like this is that controlling entity. That person, these people, this situation, it's all coming up right here as Baal. And this is one of the high demons of hell. Okay, this energy here at one point in time was controlling all the flow of energy in and out of your life. So it feels like it was somebody who was relatively close to you or had some say-so in your life. For some of you out there, this is even a boss. I mean, that's what the Emperor is. But it's somebody who's very, very corrupt. It's it's literally an evil emperor. This is somebody who uses domination and force to get what they want. A very excessively controlling person, okay? It's all about power and ego. And they'll use any means necessary to pin you down where they want you. It sounds a bit dark, but that's exactly how I was being guided to say it. What do we have at the heart, please? Hajenti, Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Luxury. I feel like this person has been manifesting off of your energy, Cap. And it doesn't surprise me at all. The imagery I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now is like a bunch of demons capturing an angel. Oh, wow. It's got ringing in my ear right as I said that. Okay, so this is the example that you'll understand. It's like a bunch of demons capturing an angel, putting them in a prison cell, right? Clipping their wings or tying them down, and then connecting an energetic cord to the angel and just feeding off the angel, right? Very narcissistic, vampiric kind of energy that I'm getting here. But that's how you can think about what's going on here on the spiritual plane, right? Now, on the material plane, the way they're showing up as draining your energy is by way of all these negative projections, right? The tongue, the gossip, the slander. But at the end of the day, the purpose is to drain you of your light, of your life force. You provide a very nourishing kind of feed energetically to these vampires here, Cap. Oh, I couldn't have asked for a better card to get right after that. Mihail, the Empress. Fertility and fruitfulness, and this is why. You are literally showing up as the Empress, and they were showing up as the Emperor, right? The evil Emperor. Wherever you go, whatever you touch, moving forward, once you leave this energy behind, will turn to gold, will become a success. Okay, that's what this energy is here. For some of you, these people you've been dealing with have been attaining some sort of success based on what they have been draining you of, based on this life force energy that they've been draining from you. The Empress is the most beautiful card in the tarot, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's all about growth, abundance, and beauty, physical and spiritual beauty. Once you start to realize this, Cap, like I said, you're going to protect this with every fiber of your being by focusing all of your time and energy onto this. This is all that matters. This is representing your purpose, your path, why you are even here to begin with. Libra, Taurus, Venusian energy with that Empress. What do we have at the throw place for Cappy? Perfect. Whenever the card that comes out right here is the same as the card that came out at the beginning of the reading, Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, this is showing us that we've gone full circle, right? Here you are approaching this life cycle, this new beginning, and now here you are on the other side engaging with it. You've made it, right? So this is going to show us the future energy now. This is the basic narrative of what's going down inside the energy. This is the resistance, what you can't see, what's trying to hold you back, right? This is demon energy. Then we go demon, angel, okay? The angels represent the support and where you are going, okay? So we've just gone from the Empress to the Wheel of Fortune. Metatron, the recording angel. Advancement and progress, teaches, guides, and records events in the book of life. This was all written. This is your purpose right here. Eight of Pentacles stacked with the Wheel of Fortune. There's two Wheel of Fortunes in this reading. There's a 10 of Pentacles. There's an 8 of Pentacles. Whatever this is here, Cap, is going to bring you a tremendous amount of abundance. And I forgot to say the Empress as well, which is the card of abundance. So there's a lot of financial gain, prosperity, and abundance on this table. That's why so much effort has gone into keeping you off of this path. Because what you are going to engage with here, Cap, is going to have a massive impact on your world, on your universe, on your reality. And this kind of energy has the power to create domino effects, right? Which naturally has an influence on those that come in contact with you. That's the magnitude of this energy that I'm looking at here, Cap, and also feeling very strongly. I feel very passionate about this reading right now. I feel it right down to my core, Cap. Ooh, I just heard so clearly, say it with your chest. That's going to mean something to some of you out there. What do we have at the third eye, please? The Fool. Perfect. Veuia, the exalting God. Will and new beginnings. Assist with difficult and great undertakings, right? So, further emphasizing the message, right? There's this new beginning here. But for a lot of you, you have to take a chance. You have to take a leap of faith here. For those of you that are still dealing with this, right? So that's really going to speak for people that are just now starting out on this path, right? It's time to take a leap. The divine is waiting for you. You got to meet the divine halfway, okay? You are the keeper of time here. You are the one that says what will and won't be in your reality. And the divine supports that decision. You are a direct reflection of your reality, Cap. So think about what you want your world to look like, Cap. Now become it and allow the universe to mirror it back to you. That's how this goes down. Manifestation 101. Become the change that you want to see in your life. What do we have? The crown closed over, Cap? 5 of Wands, Leo energy, Ia. God listening in concealment, politics and ambition, wins judgments and protects all those who seek the truth. So, a perfect way to end this reading, because it speaks about what I said in regards to getting out of the way and letting the divine take care of your battles for you. 5 of Wands at the crown is representing spirit clearing your path and moving all obstacles and challenges out of your way. But the message as we close the reading is very clear. You need to avoid all conflict and keep your eyes focused on the path in front of you, Cap. That's all you need to do, and everything else will be taken care of. Cap, this is the message I have available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video, and thank you for your donations, Cap. Take care.